Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I just came back from a long vacation and I finally had some time to sit down and play some Arknight. Overall, I think the difficulty of the S stages is pretty average. Remember when I spent 6 days trying to beat that S4 stage before? It only took me about 30 minutes to clear the final stage of this event. Still, these maps were really fun to play. First of 1,000 Autumns have some very unique map mechanics that inspire a lot of technical thinking rather than just testing your operator's raw stats. I'm so looking forward to the upcoming Contingency Contract 5 Obliteration. Let's get started. Stage 1 tries to overwhelm you with trash mobs, and it doesn't have a good long land for Ifrit. Therefore, we need some crowd control support to help her out. Fortunately, we have one of the best operators in the game for that task. Start by deploying Mew Mew facing down, and place her water clone directly in front of the bottom blue gate. The DP requirements are very strict on this map, so make sure to activate her skill whenever it is available. When you have enough DP, relocate a mountain to create a narrow passage for Ifrit to dish out damage. I have Ifrit on skill 2 for better mob clearing, but I still keep her on module Y to take down AD enemies faster. Deploy Zarya to block the passage, then use a pen to remove the fish coming from the left. Wait for the water clone to be available again, clone Magellan, then deploy Magellan. From now on, whenever a big wave of enemy comes, deploy one of Magellan's drones here and activate her skill. You'll also want to deploy a drone here if you're waiting on Magellan's cooldown or need to bait attacks. When activating Magellan's skill, There's a 3-second delay before her first bind kicks in. You can always activate her skill first, then deploy her drones. And that's how you clear Stage 1 Challenge Mode with the Rhine Lab operators. This map takes inspiration from Shang-Chi, a fun game that I used to play when I was a kid. Start by deploying Nasty and begin building the high ground device. On this map, we have all the positive glyphs on the other side of the map. We need to move some of those glyphs over to our side. Use a knife to get a wealth first, then a food to buff Astronaut Altar, as the challenge mode increases the operator's skill SP cost. Deploy Meow Meow on the right and get ready to clone and deploy Dorothy. We want to kill as many bowmen as possible before they move across the map. Move another food over to our side of the map. With those 2 food glyphs, Astronaut Altar will be able to activate her skill with very little downtime. Deploy Zarya to protect the blue gate. Finally, deploy Dorothy on the right. You'll want to prioritize Dorothy's traps to kill trash mobs on the left, but save a few for the last big wave of uproot mountains on the right. Here comes the last big wave of enemies. Get your traps ready. And that's how you clear stage 2 with the Rhine Lab operators. Stage 3 is pretty easy. Start by deploying Astronaut Altar on the top to kill the 2 uproot mountains. Deploy Nasty get ready to retreat Astronaut Altar, and start building that high ground for Ifrit. Once the two uproot mountains are down, we basically have unlimited access to wealth. You can further get more DP by placing Saria on the stamps. The rest is just killing enemies with Ifrit and using the knives to remove fishes. And that's how you clear stage 3 with the Rhine Lab operators.
高難易度のマップも攻略できるドクターであれば、いつか非決定性多項式時間の問題も解明できると予想されます。
And finally, let's talk about stage 4. For this mission, there are 4 possible routes leading to the blue gate, but we can place the mountains around to block 3 of them. I spent some time testing different strategies before choosing to leave this one open. The rest was just finding a way to make it work. After deploying Meow Meow, we first need to deploy Astronaut Altar here to kill off all the uproot mountains, as they are programmed to destroy the mountains. Activate Astronaut Altar's skill whenever an uproot mountain is in her range. Also, get ready to deploy Nasty to block the path and begin building the high ground. Since the high ground is on a stamp area, we need to deploy a healer before dropping Ifrit. Helopsis is the best option here, as she can heal and charge both of our carries. 4 soldiers incoming. Nasty can tank 2. The high ground tanks 1, so we need to activate Astronaut Altar's skill to kill the remaining one here. Now we have set up our front line. It is time to relocate a mountain here to block the last path. Before entering boss fight, you need to redeploy Meow Meow facing up, because at the end of phase 2, there will be 3 uproot mountains and several thieves in a cloud in the upper left area at the same time, which will be too much for Astronaut Otter to handle alone. As the boss approaches, she will first target Pelopsis, as she was the last to deploy up in her range. Once she is blocked, she will shift to attack Nasty. Get ready to use your healing skills to keep Nasty alive. When a boss enters phase 2, she will first write 2 friend glyphs on the left and immediately teleport Nasty to the corresponding tile. Once that happens, deploy Zarya to replace Nasty. Then, remove one of the friend glyphs. Let the thief in the clouds steal the other friend glyphs. And that's how you clear TAS 4 challenge mode with the Rhine Lab operators. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you next time.